Hey, it's on. You. Day 3. Super exciting.
Day 3. How many did you say to go?
362.
362 to go.
Is it a leap year this year? No, it can't be past February. Is it? No.
I don't know.
What are we?
I've got no idea.
No, we do know. I do.
2020.
Oh, I don't know.
You do know or you don't know?
So it's either 362 or 363, eh?
Yep, that's the one. That's the one. So here we are. Having a little chitty chat.
Yeah.
Chitty chat down to the park, squeezing it into to what we're up to. And yeah, we really wanted to jump on today and actually have a bit of a laugh about well, not a laugh, like, but be serious as well. Yes, Trish, one of your questions is coming up actually. We'll leave that for you for later, but we're going to answer a few of the questions that are coming up, and then we're also going to give you a bit of a rundown on some form of
where we're going next.
Where we're going next, yeah.
Yeah.
Don't get too excited about that though, because there's not too much detail, but we have got a little something that we've just come up with. So we'll leave you with that at the end as well. But yeah, once again, just a big shout out to all of you who have jumped in and given us comments. We've had a lot of private messages come through as well, asking a few questions. Lisa, yes, we'll definitely get to your question as well, around if we're interested in people's business ideas, because 100%, we'll come to that at the end. First question that we wanted to have a chat about was Lance Ross. He asked us, we weren't sure if it was around burning the boat, whether it was around 3 million, but all he asked was why. And I suppose that opened up a can of worms for us. So we don't know why. We don't know why.
We can tell you, we'll give you a few close answers, I guess, we could come up with. Why not?
Why not?
That's what I want to say to you. Why not? Why wouldn't you want to make 3 mil?
And that goes for everything. Why wouldn't you want to burn boats in the backyard? And why wouldn't you want to put yourself out there and document what you're up to?
I love how you can't say that, eh? Why wouldn't you?
Why wouldn't you put yourself out there to fail millions of times and hope that, you know, you're basically throwing shit at a wall and hoping something sticks? Why would you do that? So that's interesting.
Yeah.
What I suppose
really is why you'd never know. You never know. Like that, I think that was really when Brooke said what he wanted to do, and I said, you know, well, why not 3 million? It was all like literally, why not? Like, you wouldn't know. I guess we won't know if we're going to make 3 million. We've got no idea. We are literally planning on these videos in a few minutes beforehand.
Yeah.
We're caught up at the park, just, you know, between what we do for a day job. And I guess you never know unless you try.
Yep.
So we're going to try, and we're going to broadcast it to you guys.
You notice how there's like this weird tension in both of us when we say that we're going to document this, because it's the crickets are loud. That's brilliant. I love that. Isn't it great to be surrounded in nature? It is good.
Yeah, we got an audience of crickets. Yeah.
So look, the next question that kind of leads into our next question that we got, and that was from Mark Naven. It was from the original video on our personal page before we even created the group, and that was why 3 million?
Yeah. You want me to answer that?
Why not? And it's such it's a nervous answer, really. I think it's a nervous, like, why not? It's such a nervous answer of like, well, why not?
Yeah, I think the serious answer for me after is that was how he answered me when I first said. I think it's a bit like, well, why not aim high? Like, yeah. Why? Okay, I get $1 million. I get $100,000 is a lot of money to a lot of people.
Yeah.
But why not aim high? You know, you never know. You might actually reach it. You might have potential that you've never seen.
Yep.
And it's just, imagine what that would look like if it wasn't. Imagine if it was 10 million. You know, and you discovered this potential that you'd never experienced before. You never knew you had. You invented something that made a huge difference to humanity and the value was there and you did make that money, how epic would that be?
Yeah.
Like who doesn't want to be able to be such a massive contribution to the world that they make lots of money? Because it's really not the money. Like the money really doesn't mean anything. You know, it's. I'm not doing it because I want to look at my bank account and see $3 million in it. I want to know that that we had a crack, and if it turns out that we have we discover this phenomenal thing and we make $3 million, then that's epic. Yep. And if we don't, then we've showed you guys probably 1,000 different ways not to make $3 million. And hopefully you're entertained.
That's actually legit.
Yeah.
I think a big thing is I think you nailed it a little bit there. We're both very keen to make a difference, and I suppose where the money does come into it is in order to make a difference. You do kind of like it is an oxygen around what we're doing as well. So
that's how society rewards our people and encourages people. Is that that money does flow towards people who make a big difference to other people.
Yep.
Well, that's one way the society does it. So. Yeah, I mean, what is that going to look like? That's one of the questions we've asked ourselves. And what we're talking about further is what way is making a difference going to look? What's it going to look like? Is it going to look like the way we've always done it, or could it look like 1,000 different things? Yep. That we've never explored, which sort of leads into Trish's lovely,
which we're going to get into that one there, but like it's really interesting how you like the things that pop up in your mind when you start seeing things in this way, isn't it?
Yeah.
Some of the ridiculous ways that people are making a difference in the world, and and being rewarded for it, I suppose. Like one ridiculous one that I am going to share with you because it's pretty funny. Think about the person that makes a ton of cash by making people's wedding by just putting the bride and groom on top of a wedding cake. Think about that. And we'll actually do the numbers on that at one point because I know for a fact that people are selling that stuff on Amazon and it's like ridiculous numbers. And they're making a difference. They're making someone's day.
Well, making someone's wedding. That's epic.
Imagine if you could like tailor them so like someone sends in a photograph of what you look like of the couple, and then they actually tailor it and like sculpt it.
That's interesting because I've never done that.
I've never done that.
No, but
I reckon there's a market there though.
You reckon?
I reckon. Like people take that stuff pretty seriously these days.
You reckon?
I reckon.
Weddings? Serious?
Wow, look, I'm planning one of the moments. So that's probably why it's fresh on mine.
Yeah, awesome.
Oh no, that could potentially be an idea as well. Anyway, I'll leave that for another time. Another question from Trish. Bless your cotton socks, definitely by far our number one supporter, I think, at the moment.
Oh, she's asking a lot. She's asking a lot. She's asking a lot of questions.
She's all about it, and she asked us a question: are we selling drugs?
Illegal drugs, specifically.
Illegal. Well, yeah, illegal drugs.
Was it illegal? That's it. Yes, it was. Yep. That was an interesting question, Trish.
No, I think she said, "Are you selling drugs?" And we made it.
I don't know. I better check.
I'm interested in selling drugs. Like
really?
Yeah. Well, like coffee.
Oh no, are you selling drugs or something?
Yeah, coffee. Are you selling drugs or something?
Yeah, well, coffee and alcohol are quite lucrative areas.
Yep. Coffee, alcohol.
What else?
They got that vaping these days. Vaping.
Is that a drug?
I don't know. It's got nicotine.
You're not allowed to sell nicotine here.
Yeah,
that's an interesting question, Trish.
Interesting question.
We went on a whole. We're on the mission to discover like all these other things, and we thought we're not selling illegal drugs.
Yeah.
Look, I reckon I'd probably do great looking like Pablo Escobar. I reckon I'd go for the Mr. T look if I was like sold illegal drugs.
Which yes.
I'm just testing out what it looks like.
Let's be honest,
he's not going
to get pulled over by the cops looking like this anyway.
Mate,
so
sun's safe, buddy.
Maybe it is
sun's safe. And this Australian climate.
Yeah.
Skin cancer.
Oh, look, I get it. You've been responsible.
I'm being very responsible, buddy. Not fashionable, very responsible.
Not fashionable, but very responsible. Yeah, it's like driving 90 k's on the highway. It's not fashionable, but it's responsible.
Yeah. So it was an interesting question you posed. It was like it really brought out a lot of things for us, Trish, and thanks for that. We're going to actually really brought up for us. Well, what's the next step? And maybe it's time to start thinking about different businesses or different ways that we could make $3 million in 12 months. And so we're going to be doing. So, yeah, thanks for calling while we're on the live, Jessica McElveen. We're going to be looking at different business models. So different ways that we could make $3 million in 12 months. So if you've got some ideas, we've got one for tomorrow. So we've pre-baked one. Not quite pre-baked actually. We've done no work on it at all. But we've got an idea we're going to do for you guys. But if you've got other ideas, we're all ears. I think Elizabeth Eisenring said what, panning gold? Yeah,
Elizabeth Eisenring is put to us around panning gold. I think that's going to be a cracker.
Yeah.
Yep. So watch this space. We'll probably do. It's going to be interesting how we're going to do numbers around that. You know, how we're going to do traditional business plans around panning gold.
Right. Yeah, that's going to be good.
That will be interesting.
Yeah.
They say there's no such thing as luck in business, or is there?
So yeah, stay tuned for tomorrow.
Stay tuned for tomorrow.
Got more content.
Yeah, we've got a bit of an idea for tomorrow, but that's better.
Yeah, we'll keep you posted. Awesome. Thanks for tuning in, legends.
Love all of yous. Make sure if you have any other questions, make sure you drop them in there. I think we have opened up the permission gates. We're open to all serious and ridiculous questions, things that are off the unthinkable. We're definitely keen to hear them, so we can break down the numbers and see what's possible and see what's not.
Yeah.
Hey, should we ask them if they think it's possible or not possible? Should we ask them?
Yeah, why not?
Ask them. I reckon we do that.
There's a real question around it. Or you want to ask it or me?
We'll probably do another video around this, but just quickly for the ones that tune into this one. Yeah, you ask it. Do you want me to ask it?
Well, what comes up? Do people think that it's possible we can make themselves? Like, just consider it for yourself. Do you think it's possible to make $3 million in 12 months yourself? And do you think it's possible we could make $3 million in 12 months?
Yep.
You know, is it actually something that's really attainable?
Yep.
So, yeah, what comes up around that when we say we're going to make $3 million in 12 months?
So yeah, if you're keen and you're up for it, we would love you to let us know in the comments. If you do, just chuck your wager on it around. Do you think it's possible, or are you thinking it's impossible? We are not offended either way. It's more for, I suppose, you having some skin in the game. You know, like, where are you at the moment? It gets the shift and it gets the change as this project goes on, but we'd just love to know where you're at now and then see where it's at later on.
That's a great idea, actually. You guys can tell us how much closer we are in your mind towards the 3 million, like the game of hot and cold.
Yeah,
I
reckon hot and cold's better.
Yeah,
because then it gets the shift, right? It gets the shift. Like where we're at the moment, 362 days and a half to go.
How close are we to
How
3?
close are we? Are we hot in your eyes, or are we cold? Around hitting the $3 million. I think that's interesting.
Yeah.
Beautiful. All right, we're going to kick it. We have got stuff to do to make sure that we give this our all. Thanks so much for tuning in, team, and just stay tuned tomorrow. Any business ideas that you have that you want us to run over, Lisa, we're definitely going to reach out and get some numbers off you around the one that you reached out to us today, and we'll work out a time when we can nail that one as well. All your ideas are welcome. Big love. Talk to you soon. I'll try and reach over and
so well
finish
planned.
the video. If you know a videographer, we're keen to grab one too.